Welcome to Relation Tales. Please like this video and subscribe Relation Tales, that we're grateful for each and every one of you. Let us know where in the world you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let's begin. I never saw it coming, not in a million years. The woman I had devoted my life to, the one I believed was my forever, shattered our marriage with a single, casual sentence. I'm going on a date. For a moment, I thought I misheard her. Maybe I was imagining things. I laughed, waiting for the punchline, but her face remained disturbingly calm. There was no smirk, no hesitation, just cold, brutal honesty. A date? I repeated, my throat tightening. Yes, with a coworker, she answered, her voice eerily casual, as if she was talking about grabbing groceries. My world tilted. 7 years of marriage flashed before my eyes. The trips, the laughter, the whispered, I love yous in the dead of night. All of it now meaningless. I clenched my jaw, my chest tightening. Lucy, no. Not Lucy. That name tasted like poison now. Let me get this straight, I said, my voice low and controlled. You're telling me, your husband, that you were going on a date? Like, an actual romantic date? With another man? She sighed dramatically, as if I was the one being unreasonable. I told you, our life has become boring. I need some excitement. It's just dinner. Just dinner. I repeated, my voice growing dangerously quiet. She rolled her eyes. Don't be so dramatic. It's harmless. Harmless? My fists clenched at my sides. Lucy, this isn't harmless. This is cheating. She scoffed. Oh, don't be ridiculous. It's not like I'm sleeping with him. Yet I snapped. Her lips curled into a smile. A cruel, teasing smile. Well, we'll see where things go. The woman I loved was gone, and in her place stood someone I didn't recognize. Lucy, or whatever version of her existed now, pranced around the room, slipping into a deep red dress that hugged her body in all the ways she knew I loved. A deliberate, calculated move. I should have walked away. I should have packed a bag, left, slammed the door behind me. But no, I stood there, watching as she applied her lipstick, my fingers curling into fists. You don't get to do this, I said, my voice laced with venom. She turned to me amused. Do what? Destroy our marriage in real time, I spat. She tilted her head, pretending to consider my words. Then, she reached for her purse and slung it over her shoulder. Relax. I love you. This is just something I need to do for myself. Something inside me snapped. You walk out that door, Lucy, and you don't come back. She smirked, running a finger down my chest. You're so cute when you're mad. I yanked her hand away. Enough. She chuckled and, with one final wink, walked out the door. I stood frozen. The house around me felt emptier than ever. Then, something inside me shifted. The rage, the betrayal, it all coiled into something dark, something powerful. She thought she could humiliate me, walk all over me like I was nothing? No, she had no idea what was coming. I wasn't going to let this slide. I was going to make her regret every single choice she made. I wasn't an idiot. Lucy thought she could manipulate me into accepting her infidelity, but she underestimated me. She thought I would be the pathetic husband waiting at home while she lived out her reckless fantasies. She was wrong. The moment the door shut behind her, I got to work. First, I grabbed my phone and called my best friend, Matt. He picked up instantly. Yo, man, what's up? Lucy is cheating, I said, cutting straight to the point. There was silence. Then a sharp inhale. What the hell did you just say? You heard me. That's dude. Are you serious? Dead serious. Matt cursed under his breath. Tell me everything. I did. Every disgusting, heart-wrenching detail. By the time I was done, he was fuming. You need to get the hell out of there, he said. No, I said. I'm not leaving. Then what the hell are you going to do? I smiled darkly. I'm going to destroy her. I needed proof. If I wanted to come out on top, I needed to document everything. I started small, checking our shared finances, tracking her spending, noting every suspicious transaction. Then, I did something I never thought I'd do. I went through her phone. She was careless, too confident. The messages were all there. Explicit texts, plans for a weekend trip, flirty emojis. Everything I needed to confirm my worst fears. And then, the final dagger to my heart. Her messages to her lover, Michael. Lucy, can't wait to finally be alone with you. My husband doesn't excite me anymore. You make me feel alive. I clenched my teeth so hard my jaw ached. She was disgusting. But she had no idea I was already 10 steps ahead. I wasn't going to let her come back home like nothing happened. While she was out playing the role of a free woman, I was making sure she no longer had a home to return to. I called a locksmith. How soon can you change the locks? Tomorrow morning, the guy replied. Perfect. Then, I ordered a new nameplate for the front door. One that displayed only my name. Lucy's name? Gone. Erased. As if she never existed. I was going to make her feel what I felt. Utterly replaceable. When she came home that night, she was glowing. The audacity. Hey, babe, she chirped, acting as if she hadn't just gone on a date with another man. I forced a smile. Hey, how was dinner? Her eyes sparkled. Oh, it was nice. I nodded. Glad to hear it. She paused, sensing something was off. Are you okay? I walked over, pressing a soft kiss to her forehead. Of course, darling. She smiled, relieved. She had no idea that by this time tomorrow, her entire world would crumble. She had no idea she was about to lose everything. The next morning, Lucy was in an annoyingly good mood. She hummed to herself in the kitchen, making coffee as if she hadn't just ripped our marriage apart. She thought she was in control. She thought she had me wrapped around her finger, that I would sit back like a loyal, pathetic husband while she explored her excitement. She had no idea what was coming. I sat across from her, stirring my coffee slowly. So, any plans today? She glanced at me, hesitating. Oh, just work stuff, she lied. I knew exactly where she was going. I had her entire weekend planned out already. Sounds fun, I said smoothly. She smiled, probably relieved I wasn't fighting her on this. She was mistaking my silence for acceptance. That was her first mistake. That night, I called my lawyer. I want a divorce, I told him, my voice devoid of emotion. Understood, he replied. Do you have any proof of infidelity? I smirked. More than enough. I sent him the text messages, the trip details, and the recordings of her justifying her actions. This is perfect, my lawyer said. This will ensure you leave with everything. Good. Because I wasn't just leaving. I was taking everything she valued with me. Saturday morning arrived, and Lucy couldn't contain her excitement. She was glowing, practically bouncing around the house as she packed her things for her little weekend getaway. She actually had the audacity to walk up to me and kiss my cheek. Don't wait up, she teased, winking. I forced a smile. Wouldn't dream of it. She thought she was walking into the best weekend of her life. She had no idea she was walking in her own downfall. The moment her car pulled away, I sprang into action. The locksmith arrived within the hour. New locks, new keys, new reality. Then, I removed every trace of her from the house. Her clothes, her personal items, her name from every bill, account, and legal document. I took back everything. She wanted to feel free. Fine. She was free. Free from me, from this home, from the life she so easily threw away. I wasn't going to stop at just throwing her out. She needed to feel the consequences. So, I sent the screenshots and recordings to her family, her best friends, and even her boss. I kept it simple. I thought you should know what kind of person Lucy really is. Within minutes, my phone blew up with calls and texts. Her mother. Is this real? Lucy would never. Her best friend. Oh my God. What the hell is she thinking? Her boss. We need to have a serious discussion about her professional conduct. Perfect. Sunday evening, she came home. Correction, she tried to come home. She fumbled with her keys. Confusion turning to panic when none of them worked. She pounded on the door, screaming my name. I took my time. I let her suffer, let her feel the weight of what she'd done. Finally, I opened the window and leaned out, my expression cold and detached. Check the nameplate, I said. She turned, eyes scanning the door. When she saw that her name was gone, her face crumbled. This isn't funny, she choked out. It's not a joke, I replied. This is what you wanted. Your freedom. Her eyes filled with panic. No, please let me in. I can explain. I shrugged. Not interested. She collapsed against the door, sobbing. Good. Let her feel it. Let her drown in it. She spent the next hour begging and pleading. She swore she was sorry, that she had made a mistake, that she loved me. You don't get to cheat and then come home like nothing happened, I said coldly. But I raised my phone. Keep talking, Lucy. I'll make sure your parents, your boss, and every single person you know gets a front row seat to your downfall. Her face drained of color. Checkmate. She tried one last trick. Tears, seduction, promises of change. I didn't buy it. You already had your fun, I said. Now, you get to live with the consequences. She gasped, clinging to my arm. Please, I yanked away. We're done. Now leave. She hesitated. Where will I go? I smiled. Not my problem. She had destroyed us with her selfishness. Now, she could deal with the wreckage alone. 2 days later, the divorce papers arrived at her office. She refused to sign at first. She'd begged me to reconsider. I didn't. You made your bed, I said, staring her down. Now lie in it. She broke down. She had finally lost everything. And for the first time, I felt peace. Lucy didn't just lose me. She lost everything. The fallout was swift and merciless. Her family was horrified. Her mother refused to even speak to her. Her boss fired her on the spot. Turns out, sleeping with a coworker while married didn't exactly scream professionalism. And Michael? Her lover abandoned her the moment things got messy. He was a coward, a man who only wanted the thrill, not the responsibility. The second Lucy's life fell apart, he ghosted her. Now, she had no husband, no job, no home, and no affair partner to run to. She was completely alone. She called me, over and over. I ignored every call, every message. Until one day, she showed up at my workplace. I should have had security throw her out. But instead, I met her in the parking lot, arms crossed as she stood there, disheveled and desperate. Tears streaked down her face. Please, just talk to me. I didn't say a word. I made a mistake, she sobbed. I should have never. God, I was so stupid. I raised an eyebrow. You think? I'll do anything, she whispered. I'll be the perfect wife. I'll make it up to you. Pathetic. I took a step forward. Lucy, I said quietly, what exactly do you think happens now? She blinked, hopeful. Will we fix this? I laughed coldly. No. I finished watching your life fall apart. Her face crumpled. You wanted excitement, I reminded her. Well, congratulations. You got it. She collapsed to her knees, sobbing. I walked away. My revenge wasn't just about kicking her out. It was about making sure she never recovered. She tried moving in with friends, but none of them wanted anything to do with her. She tried getting a new job, but no one would hire her after the scandal. She had ruined herself. And I thrived. New job, new house, new life, and eventually a new woman. Months later, I ran into Lucy at a coffee shop. She looked broken. Her hair was unkempt, her clothes worn. The second she saw me, her eyes lit up with desperate hope. Can we talk? She pleaded. I sighed. Lucy, there's nothing left to say. She swallowed hard. Are you seeing someone? I smirked. Yes. Her face shattered. But we... No, I said firmly. There is no we. She trembled. Do you still love me? I looked her in the eyes and said the words that destroyed her. I don't even remember loving you. She choked back a sob. I lost everything, she whispered. I nodded. Yeah, and you deserve it. Then, without another glance, I walked away. Her punishment wasn't just losing me. It was knowing she could never get me back. The divorce was finalized. She tried fighting it, but with all the evidence, she had no case. She lost everything in the settlement. Her financial security? Gone. Her reputation? Destroyed. Her marriage? Over. She had made her choice, and I had made mine. I chose to walk away and never look back, because real revenge is knowing that she will regret her choices every single day for the rest of her life. For the first time in years, I felt free. No more lies. No more betrayal. Just me, my future, and endless possibilities. And Lucy? She would spend the rest of her life wishing she had never thrown me away. But I was already too far gone. She lost me forever. Months passed. Lucy? She was a ghost in our old social circles. Word spread about what she had done. She tried dating again, but no man wanted to be her second choice. She tried reaching out to old friends, but they wanted nothing to do with her. She had dug her own grave, and she was forced to live in it. One night, I received a letter in the mail. From Lucy. I debated throwing it away, but curiosity won. I opened it. I ruined everything. I don't deserve forgiveness, but I need you to know. I was wrong, and I will never stop regretting what I did. I smiled. Good. She should regret it. But forgiveness? That would never come. 1 year later, I sent Lucy a wedding invitation. Not because I wanted her there, because I wanted her to know I had moved on. She never replied, but I heard through the grapevine. She cried for days. Perfect. I ran in her one final time. She was barely recognizable. Are you happy? She asked softly. Very, I said. She swallowed hard. I wish. I cut her off. Too late. And, just like that, I walked away. For good. Lucy's downfall was not just a temporary consequence. It was permanent destruction. She lost everything. She tried finding a new job, but her previous employer had already spread word about her unprofessional behavior. No company wanted to hire someone who had slept with a coworker while married and then faced public humiliation. She tried moving in with friends, but no one wanted to take in someone who had betrayed the person who loved her the most. Her parents? Ashamed of her. They wouldn't even let her stay at their house, embarrassed by what she had done. She had no home, no husband, no career, nothing. And I was just getting started. Lucy thought her humiliation ended at losing me. Wrong. Word spread about her betrayal, through mutual friends, her co-workers, and even social media. People whispered behind her back. Some laughed outright. She tried dating again, but every potential partner quickly discovered her past. You're the one who cheated on your husband and got kicked out, right? One man reportedly asked her on a date. She left in tears. Her reputation? Destroyed beyond repair. No one wanted to take her seriously anymore. She was no longer desirable, exciting, or wanted. She was a warning, a lesson, a joke. And I thrived. One evening, I received a letter in the mail. I recognized the handwriting instantly. Lucy. I almost threw it away, but curiosity got the better of me. I opened it. I ruined everything. I don't deserve your forgiveness, and I know that. But I need you to know. I was wrong, and I will never stop regretting what I did. You were the best thing that ever happened to me, and I destroyed it. I don't expect you to ever speak to me again, but please, just know that I will hate myself for this for the rest of my life. I smirked. Good. She should regret it. But forgiveness? That was something she would never get from me. 1 year later, my life had fully moved on. New home, new career, new love. I had won. And Lucy? She was still drowning in her own mistakes. To make sure she truly understood what she had lost, I sent her an invitation to my wedding. Not because I wanted her there, because I wanted her to see how replaceable she was. She never replied, but I heard through mutual friends that she cried for days. Perfect. I ran into Lucy one last time. She was a shadow of the woman I once knew. Tired eyes, weight lost from stress, a hollow expression. Are you happy? She asked softly. Very, I said. She swallowed hard. I wish. I cut her off. Too late. And just like that, I walked away. For good. Because real revenge? It wasn't just taking back my life. It was knowing that she would regret losing me for the rest of hers.